All right, let's talk about something that feels like it's disappearing faster than we can hold on to it, our focus. Today we're going to get practical. We're breaking down 6 rules that will help you grab your attention back from the world and honestly, unlock a level of productivity you might not think is possible anymore. So let's get into it.
And I mean, really think about that for a second. When was the last time you were completely lost in what you were doing? You know, that state where time just disappears, the outside world fades away, and you're just in the zone. If you're struggling to remember, you are definitely not alone.
And look, there's a very real reason for that. We're living in what they call an attention economy. Every app, every notification, every single headline is basically in a war for a tiny slice of your brain power. It is a non-stop battle, and it's designed to make you lose.
But here's the good news. What if you could actually fight back? What if focus isn't something you either have or you don't, but a skill you can build? Like a muscle, a genuine superpower for the modern world that lets you cut through all that noise. Well, that's exactly what we're going to build today.
So much of our day is spent over on the left side in what's called shallow work. You know this feeling, bouncing between emails, checking social media, juggling a million little things. It feels busy, right? But it's not productive. Where we want to be is on the right, deep work. This is where you're laser focused on one important thing. It's the state where you solve hard problems and create real value.
And this is the core of it all. Deep focus. It's not about grinding for more hours. It's about getting more out of the hours you already have. It's about being able to pour every ounce of your mental energy into something challenging, and as a result, producing incredible work incredibly fast.
Okay, so how do we get there? The very first step is to take back control of your surroundings. You can't win the battle for focus if you're fighting on enemy territory. So let's talk about the first 2 rules for building what I like to call your fortress of focus.
Rule number 1. You need a focus sanctuary. This is a physical space, a desk, a room, even just a specific chair that your brain knows is only for deep work. No phone, no snacks, no distractions. Then, rule number 2, eliminate digital noise. This is huge. Go into your phone settings and turn off every single notification that isn't from a real human being you need to hear from. Be absolutely ruthless. And really, that's what it comes down to. You have to choose. Is your space going to help you win, or is it going to be the thing that trips you up? Making your environment work for you, not against you, is an absolute game changer.
So once your fortress is built, the next battle is internal. It's time to actually train your brain. Think of your ability to focus like a muscle. If you don't use it, it gets weak. These next 2 rules are your mental workout plan.
Okay, rule 3. Practice focused sprints. You can't focus for 8 hours straight. Nobody can. So work in intense, focused bursts. Set a timer for, say, 90 minutes and go all in. No distractions. Then take a real break. And rule 4 might be the toughest one for all of us. Embrace productive boredom. The next time you're waiting in line, don't just pull out your phone. Just be. Let your mind wander. That's when your brain recharges and makes creative connections. It's crucial.
Now, if you're wondering why those focus sprints are so important, just look at this number, 40%. That seems massive, right? Well, that's the hidden tax you pay every single day without even realizing it.
Yep, you could lose up to 40% of your productive time every time you switch tasks. Even a quick glance at an email leaves behind what scientists call attention residue. Part of your brain is still thinking about the last thing you did. So that one single tasking sprint, it's not just a little more effective, it is massively more effective.
All right, we've handled our space and we've started training our minds. The final piece of this puzzle is mastering your time. It's about being the boss of your calendar, not a victim of it. These last 2 rules make deep work a non-negotiable part of your day.
So, rule 5. You have to actually schedule your deep work. Don't just hope you'll find time for it. Put it in your calendar. A 2-hour block on Tuesday morning? That is an appointment with your most important work. Treat it like a meeting with your CEO. And rule 6, ritualize your execution. Create little routines that tell your brain it's time to focus. Maybe it's clearing your desk and making a cup of tea. And just as important, have a shutdown ritual to signal the end of the workday so you can fully disconnect. And that's the system. See, it's not about some magical hack or a single secret trick. It's about a set of interconnected habits that all support each other. You put them together, and you create a powerful, sustainable system for achieving deep focus. So let's just run through them one last time. It's a 3-part strategy.
First, you control your environment. Build that sanctuary. Kill the digital noise. Second, you train your mind. Work in focused sprints. Learn to be bored. And third, you master your time. Schedule the work and create rituals around it.
So the question I want to leave you with is this. What amazing thing could you build? What complex problem could you solve? What masterpiece could you create if you could just get your full, undivided attention back? Because when you do, the possibilities are pretty much endless.